Taiwan has developed a new hypersonic cruise missile with a range of over 2,000 kilometers. The Ministry of National Defense officially announced the start of mass production of the new Yunfeng-2 hypersonic cruise missile. The missile was developed by the Taiwan Ministry of Defense Research and Development Institute and is expected to begin entering service with the Army in the near future. The system is designed to be used from mobile launchers, which will significantly increase maneuverability and preserve operational capabilities in combat. For this purpose, it is planned to use a specialized Czech 12-wheeled Tatra Force chassis with integrated fire control systems. The project to introduce mobile launchers is being developed in close cooperation with the Czech company, but as an alternative, the possibility of cooperation with the American company Oshkosh, which offers the M983 platform, is also being considered. According to the representatives of the Taiwanese Ministry of National Defense, these mobile launchers will reduce the time for deploying missile systems on the battlefield and increase the efficiency of their use in the conditions of high threat from the enemy. The Yunfeng-2 hypersonic missile is developed on the basis of the already mass-produced Yunfeng-1 cruise missile, which is a hypersonic missile with a range of approximately 1,200 to 2,000 kilometers. The new missile has a maximum speed of Mach 6, making it a difficult-to-intercept target for Chinese air defense systems. The United States had allocated $567 million for Taiwan's defense needs. The Yunfeng-1 is a hypersonic cruise missile for striking ground targets, developed by the Zhongshan Institute of Science and Technology, and has a range of about 1,200 to 2,000 kilometers. It is equipped with a rocket engine with an accelerator capable of reaching speeds of up to 1,030 meters per second. The missile can bear a warhead with semi-armor-piercing explosive and fragmentation munitions. In August 2019, mass production of the Yunfeng missile began, with an initial order for 20 missiles and 10 mobile launchers. The missile is also being modernized for use as a satellite launch vehicle. It will be capable of launching satellites weighing 50 to 200 kilograms into low Earth orbit at an altitude of about 500 kilometers. The U.S. State Department is preparing to sell $8 billion worth of weapons to Israel. The State Department has unofficially notified Congress of the sale of weapons to Israel, which will include aircraft missiles for fighter jets and attack helicopters, as well as artillery shells. As part of this possible sale, the Israeli side will receive additional Apache attack helicopters, AIM-120C8 AMRAAM air-to-air missiles, and 155mm artillery ammunition. It will also receive AGM-114 Hellfire air-to-ground missiles for Apache helicopters, GBU-39/BSDB-2 guided bombs, precision-guided JDAM bomb kits, and Mk-82 bombs weighing 227 kilograms. According to the newspaper, the State Department told Congress that the deal was aimed at supporting Israel's long-term security by replenishing critical munitions and air defense capabilities. First of all, this haste is due to the fact that the current president's administration will probably no longer be able to sell weapons to Israel. With Donald Trump in office, the rhetoric toward Israel may change altogether. According to Axios, some of the production and delivery of ammunition can be done from current U.S. stockpiles. However, most deliveries will take 1 or more years. In Russia, a court has ordered Yandex to hide access to maps and photos of an oil refinery. The Russian news outlet TASS reported on this, citing court documents reviewed by the agency's correspondent. It is not reported which refinery was in question, but it is clarified that the company had been attacked by drones 4 times in 2024 alone. The company reportedly operates in an uninterrupted mode, meeting the needs of the Russian Army and Navy during the war against Ukraine. The court ordered Yandex to prevent information access to the infrastructure of the oil refining company by removing, retouching graphic images of the company's components, workshops, compressor stations, tank sites, and other plant elements from its maps within 1 month. As part of the court decision, the company was also charged with the state duty. A representative of the supervisory agency said that during the inspection of the defense industry legislation, It had turned out that the company's service had posted information about a strategically important oil refinery in the public domain. The facility, which operates in an uninterrupted mode for the needs of the Army and Navy, has suffered 4 attacks using 2024 UAVs, which led to damage to infrastructure and injuries to employees, TASS reports. After unsuccessful attempts in May last year to resolve the issue of the safety of its facilities and employees directly with Yandex headquarters, the supervisory agency appealed to the court, which upheld its arguments in full. The defendant's representative objected to the prosecutor's claims at the hearing, but the court concluded that the circumstances set out in the statement of claim undermine the state's defense capabilities and negatively affect the timely supply of materials to the Russian armed forces. This is the first court ruling that has ordered a Russian multinational information technology company to remove photos and maps of a strategically important defense industry facility from public access. The decision has not yet entered into force and may be appealed to the Court of Appeal. Côte d'Ivoire has announced that French troops will leave the country after decades of military presence. The AP reported that France has up to 600 troops in Côte d'Ivoire. This is the last African state to take such a step with its former colonial power. President of Côte d'Ivoire Alassane Ouattara said that the withdrawal of the troops would begin in January 2025. We have decided on a coordinated and organized withdrawal of the French forces from Côte d'Ivoire, he said. Ouattara's statement followed statements by other leaders in West Africa, where the French troops are being asked to withdraw. Analysts have described the requests to withdraw the French troops from Africa as part of a broader structural transformation in the region's interaction with Paris. The publication notes that in recent years, France has suffered similar setbacks in several West African countries, including Chad, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Several West African countries, including Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, which have experienced coups d'etat, have recently asked the French to leave the country. Among them are Senegal and Chad, which are considered France's most stable and loyal partners in Africa. The curtailment of military ties comes at a time when France is making efforts to revive its waning political and military influence on the continent by developing a new military strategy that will drastically reduce its permanent troop presence in Africa. In December, the French government began withdrawing its troops from Chad after the defense agreement was terminated.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.